Hello, everyone, and welcome to Twillow Stache. We have the three of us on today. We have Twillow Stache, we have Twillow Talk, and we have my co-hosts, Jennifer Jurkofsky.
Hello, hello.
And she's from My Holistic Self. And we have Gerald from TarotStache.
Stache.
Hello.
Yay. Hello, hello. Oop. Okay.
You all right over there?
Yeah, just something, thingy came up. Anyway, we want to say hello to everybody. That's what, when you're doing the background stuff as well as the on-screen stuff, there's things. So we want to say hello to people here. We have Nalani. Welcome, Nalani. Yes, a double feature.
Yes.
I understand the show was amazing. I saw you on there earlier as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Kaylee, excited for Twillow Stache. She is work lurking.
Awesome.
So welcome, everyone. And so, shall I start? We'll jump right in with the weather forecast.
Yes.
And we can look at transits and whatever else we noticed. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, let's do it. So, our Schumann today is 19, so that's not too bad at all. It's fairly calm today. We've had quite a energy-filled weekend. The Schumann wasn't all over the place, but we did have a blackout period. So there was this place during the weekend where we went without, which usually means that it's gone off the charts. So we had some big spike that ended up pulling it off the charts in that respect. So it was very busy. So I'm hoping that people are feeling a little bit better with all of the side effects that sometimes come with that today. And in terms of our solar flares, we are fairly mild here, but we did have an X class on, I believe it was Friday. We also had I think 3 CMEs hit the atmosphere on.
Sorry, you have dogs that are, coming and going and the door's squeaky as all get out. And I didn't mute because I didn't realize that was going to happen.
So we've had the X class on, I think it was Thursday, and then there were some CMEs that came from that. CMEs, coronal mass ejections, right? Big balls of plasma that come out of the sun. So they come and hit the Earth's surface, or the atmosphere, I should say, not the surface, the atmosphere. Of course, on not the surface, that would freak us all out and we wouldn't know what to do with that. So that would be a bad thing. But they hit the atmosphere, which bumps up against us and creates stuff. So that would have been on Friday and Saturday because there were 3. It was kind of spread out. So definitely, yes, we would have had some interesting body feelings or emotional stuff coming up over the course of the last few days. So, how is everybody feeling? Because I see here that we have Kaylee saying definitely felt hungover since Friday, and we had rainy weather here too, which did not help. We had headache, tired, body pain everywhere. Oh, Nalani says big earth movement today. Did you guys have an earthquake, or are we talking something that hasn't shown up on the
There was somebody
reports?
mentioning an earthquake actually earlier on when we did the Latham.
Oh, yeah, here.
Rossi had said, yeah. Florida. There was also something east, not China, but that area. So there was some question about that.
A little bit all over the place.
Yes, it was a 6.4 apparently.
Yeah, so definitely some energy movement happening. Yeah.
Hey, Cody. How's it going?
Thanks for
joining us. And what's this mean? Is this a code that I don't know about?
Is that dancing? Is that somebody moving?
So tech savvy here. I'm like, I don't know what all the little lingo
I
is.
have no idea.
But yeah, the energies have been wild. And I know, we talked about it a little bit on the card reading that we did, because we did the collective card reading and we were talking about the, the energies and all of that. And I had even put out a special energy update midweek last week because the energy was wild and everybody was saying, like, I'm feeling this. And it was very similar. And so I think it's important sometimes to recognize the collective energy shift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. She says, think of it like pointing fingers. She was drawing attention to the post.
Gotcha.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Good stuff.
So what was happening in the transits, Jen?
So some of you may have felt a bit of a shift between yesterday and today. I know I felt a bit of a release and a change in the energy.
Yeah.
And today is good. So it's so we just switched into the gate 45. Gate 45 is the gathering together. So it's the gate of the gatherer. And from a gene key perspective, it's moving us from the shadow of dominance to the siddhi of communion through the gift of synergy. So this energy offers initiation through resources and relationships, right? It's shaped by questions of ownership and leadership and stewardship. It's all about belonging. So when we're looking at this energy, it's, again, within stewardship, we're looking at like wisdom energy, and within cooperation, it's about how abundance grows, and community, right? That's where the true wealth is actually discovered. So the energy here is asking us to kind of contemplate where we sit in that world of like dominance versus stewardship versus community, right? The ability to kind of move through those energies. So, when we talk about things like leadership, are we leading through fear? Are we leading through trust? When we talk about like accumulation of things, am I accumulating for myself? Am I being a steward that's going to hold this as a benefit to the whole, right? How we use these resources that are available to us. And even in the Mystic Monday that I put out this morning, we're talking about that, like these resources, my time, my energy, not just my money, right? It's like my energy, my life force. Am I using these resources in a way that is beneficial for the whole? Because this is a tribal energy that we're in. So the shadow dominance energy here is power through control. This is mine. And holding on, right? That idea that security comes from ownership. It has to be mine. It has to be about me. That idea that we have power and it comes from controlling access. And so we've seen that in different areas, and it may have come up in different areas in our own lives where we might be a little territorial or possessive about things, or there's some power struggles that happen. And so just notice if there's a fear there, because, we think about fear of sharing resources, and the reality is if resources are lacking, right, we have to be a little bit particular about how we share them. And again, I mean that in even my energy. If I have only so much energy to give, right? In mental health, we talk about spoons. Like I only have so many, right? And I have to be really mindful about where I give them, but I also have to use them. Like I can't just hoard them because that doesn't actually work. It doesn't mean that I suddenly have more. The hoarding of them depletes them too. So just notice, right? If there's that shadow whisper of, if I control it, then I'm going to be safe. Because that's going to help us to just notice when that energy is shifting into the shadow aspect of it. Synergy comes in when we're in a place where we work together toward a common purpose. So at this frequency, leadership becomes inclusive rather than controlling, right? Resources become tools for the collective. This is what the energy is about. And so we look at things that are more sustainable. We're able to thrive in relationships, and we have resourcefulness. When we look at it from the siddhi perspective, ownership ceases to exist. it really does move into this place of communion, where we recognize that there is no owner because there is no other. Again, the siddhis are states that we can touch and come out of, and touch and come out of. The idea is that we want to really be working between the shadow and the gift. Can I recognize the shadow when it comes up in me so that I can learn from it, grow from it, and then have that gift come through? So part of that working through it process is reflection. Where do I seek control over people, over resources, over outcomes, over anything, right? Maybe actually taking some time to reflect on, how do I define prosperity? What does that look like for me? What does that mean for me? Maybe noticing what resources have been entrusted to my care and how am I using them, right? Am I hoarding them? Am I holding them? Am I being a steward of them? And how can I serve the well-being of the larger whole? Like, what does that actually look like for me? How does that show up in my experience? Mm-hmm. So another way to kind of contemplate this is dominance is going to ask us what belongs to me, whereas synergy asks, how can we thrive together? Communion realizes nothing was ever separate in the first place. So the affirmation for this energy for the week, and we're going to be in this until Saturday, and then we're going to shift again. But we're going to be here. So the affirmation is, I honor my role as a steward rather than an owner. I trust the wisdom of collaboration and shared prosperity. As I contribute to the whole, abundance flows naturally through me.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's all about community. That one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All of the tribal circuitry is really about, talking about the gene keys. Yep. And here's the affirmation for everyone. Yeah. Well, and it's interesting. So, for those of you who joined earlier when Gerald and I were talking about relaxation and what that means, one of the things that we were talking about was the different ways of noticing what's happening in the nervous system. And so we talked about moving through like that idea of discharge and then recovery and what all of that looks like. Mm-hmm. And it very much is about being a steward of our own energy and recognizing, what we have capacity for and what we need in the moment. And then how do we hold space for that? And the more that we're able to do that and be good stewards of our energy, the more we can become good stewards of the collective energy and hold space for what is needed in the collective.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Definitely. And we have some people joining us that we'll just say hello to. We have Sarah. Welcome, Sarah.
Hello.
And we have Paula. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Here we are.
Mm-hmm.
I had what startled you is I did something to my stream and StreamYard didn't like it. So in the beginning, I was putting it back up to where it needed to be. So in case you were seeing, you noticed it. And for those who are watching,
it was a backstage thing.
Yeah, Gerald is frantically going like this, trying to make things work. And, I did one thing. And the result was something else.
Yes.
Which
unintended.
That happens sometimes.
Yes. It does. That's live. That's live for you guys. That's what happens.
It is. That's life, actually.
Yes.
It is. It is.
Absolutely. And where we give ourselves some grace.
Mhm.
And this is how we build trust in ourselves, because we were able to handle it and there were no issues other than a brief moment of by me.
Isn't that interesting? Because I think that goes back to the idea when we're looking at synergy. Part of what we have to do is, you said, Jennifer, it's how can we thrive together?
Mhm.
We have to know where we are in the moment and be able to share that with others to help give ourselves and others an opportunity to weave us in.
Mhm.
And it's like, okay, this is a helpful thing. I'm a big fan of prosperity. Money's great. Money is energy, and when you treat money like energy and you handle it well, you can have the opportunity to get more money. When you handle that synergy and that, how do we thrive together? What can we do to help others without depleting ourselves? Because that's a big thing right now. Oftentimes there is an imbalance of people believe, well, I have to give and give and give and give and give of myself until I have nothing left to give. Well, if you have nothing left to give, you've overgiven. And this is Gerald's opinion, not anyone else's. So you gotta go, how many spoons do I have that I can share, and what spoon or spoons do I need to deal with first for me?
Yeah.
I also think part of the challenge is being able to express that in a way people around us understand what we are doing. That's really hard. I think sometimes people, I mean, I can't explain things to you if I don't have the language for it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm going to struggle to find the language, we have to make it okay for people to struggle to find the language.
Well, and that's the whole concept with leading with love is being okay with everybody's imperfections, because it is perfect in its own way, and part of that leading with love is also the internal, let love lead you, and moving into taking a look at what your capacity is and not going beyond that, which is what we're speaking about, right? The capacity piece, spoons. So that is part of that leadership to take a look at as well. Not to say, I'm probably one of the ones that does that, goes beyond capacity. I am a work in progress, and this is okay. So,
yeah, if we always learned everything, we would
not be here.
Well, if we knew everything, where's the fun in that? Where are the good stories that you tell at dinner parties? It's like, oh yeah, okay,
it's true.
I'm the first one to tell you that I'm not perfect.
Yeah. And what is perfect anyway, really? Right?
It's a construct.
It's a construct. And everybody's sense of perfect is different.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, it's the same idea, and this has been on my mind.
Hi, Kira. Welcome.
Thanks for joining us.
Kira is just listening.
Yes.
I'm glad you're here, Kara. Thanks for joining us. You're awesome, just like everybody else watching. Don't forget that. That's 19 minutes and 40 seconds in. You are awesome.
That's his radio announcer voice. I love it.
It's those constructs are really challenging for us. We grew up with constructs. We need some of those to help give structure. when that structure becomes limiting, that's when it becomes a problem. For those of you who know me, I'm doing creative glimmers from now until the summer solstice. I'm really, really interested in what happens when ordinary people, like all of us, we are extraordinary. But what happens when we stop limiting ourselves by what it is to be creative? Throw that out the window. It's like, well, the construct that creativity and an artist is someone who paints, draws, makes music, and does the masterpiece, writers. When in fact, the artist, the one who is creative, is doing all sorts of things at home in everyday life, and trying things new. They're doing math. They're considering, well, I want to make this recipe. I only have these things at home. What can I substitute? How do I adjust that? It's awesome. It's awesome.
So you mean we should encourage people to be courageous?
Yes, they should be courageous. And notice that you can find that video in the Creativity Conversations playlist on my channel.
Awesome.
Yeah. Learning how to set boundaries and learning about energetic sovereignty and applying it are things that help me a lot in my journey.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. And that's such a beautiful thing too, because our learning can be creative.
Yeah.
I'm going to test this out. I'm going to see how it feels. I'm going to lay this boundary. How does that sit in my body? How do I feel when I have to honor the boundary or stand firm in the boundary? Noticing what I need to do for me in order to be okay in that space. Right? The more, as we say, open and curious that we can be, the more creative we can get in how we navigate different situations.
Well, and there's a part of the human design that's about that as well, right? About the learning, like the learning part. I know there's something in my human design chart about I learn by trying things, like trial and error. Or is that the gene keys? Might be the gene keys.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit of everything. I mean, each gate has its own energy. And so, of course, there's going to be specific gates that talk about creativity in the sense of what you're talking about. If I'm understanding what you mean, the manifesting generator has to try things.
Yes, that's
before knowing if it's actually correct or not, which is such a neat thing to be able to go, let me give it a try and I'll let you know how I feel, as opposed to going, yes, I'm going to definitely do it, or no, I'm not going to do it. But how often do we actually give ourselves, let alone others, permission to go, let me try that on for size?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaylee wants your voice as her new text notification.
Nice.
What do you want it to say, Kaylee?
I think it's the "You are awesome."
Yeah, I think it's
Kaylee, pick up the phone. Kaylee, you've got an incoming call.
Just for you.
Kaylee, get your butt out of bed. Time to get out of bed. The day is scared of you. Make sure that you be nice to it.
I love it.
I can totally start, that's what's going to happen. TarotStache is going to go and move into, what do they call those? Voiceover. Yeah, that won't happen.
Yeah, you're going to have to start doing like voice clips, made to order voice clips for people.
There you go. What is it, the ASMR stuff? That's what it is.
Oh, there can be some ASMR stuff. Yeah, of me sewing. And me tearing fabric and all of that stuff.
You could have them in your shop, she says. That's not showing. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. And Cody says, I'm 1/3 generator and definitely like to investigate things.
A 1/3, yeah.
Oh, 1/3, yes.
So that 1/3
just like
energy.
I was like,
How could you
1/3
be a
generator.
1/3 generator. Wow.
I was trying to figure that out. I was hoping Jen
I
would
mean, you know.
enlighten us.
You get it from my mom's side. That's a quarter. Wait a minute. Hold on. And a little bit from over.
It's all me. It was like, I don't know how we can do a
No, but
1/3,
I
but
get
okay.
that 1/3 energy, right? 1/3
Yes.
here too. And definitely that one loves to deep dive. It wants to investigate. It wants to understand. It wants to play with the information. That's the 3 line coming out. Right. So absolutely get that.
Yeah.
I think what's really interesting, we just had a moment there that goes to that idea of the synergy, where Cody was sharing some insightful information to help us understand how he understands and experiences the world, which I love. And I'm not the kind of person who would go, well, let me get my book out and see what that makes sense. Then we also shared laughter, which shifted that energy. And the moments of laughter nowadays that are not at anyone's expense are really important. I certainly hope, Cody, you didn't feel it was at your expense.
If anything, it was me saying it the way it did. Totally fine.
I'm 1/3 generator.
I am good with that.
Because, that laughter in these moments of really challenge that shows up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We forget the power of the laughter. And I am a big supporter. I used to do training. One of the things that I learned early on is humor is a great thing, but never at anyone's expense.
Definitely.
And I have so much to laugh at. I am forever entertaining. I am hilarious because of the mistakes that I make. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sacred clown. Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you, Paula. Paula became a new member.
Oh, wonderful.
Awesome.
Paula, just so that you know, I just actually put up some extra videos based upon the live that Jennifer and I did, talking about the nervous system and relaxation isn't it's different. So there's 3 videos up there, and I'm very excited about that.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited.
I'm with you, Cody. I do it more at myself than anything.
I laugh at myself the most. Oh man, I am forever entertaining. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. And laughter is so healing for the soul.
It is.
The more that we are able to, laugh, it's such an interesting thing, the connection between laughing and crying, right? You cry so hard, you laugh so hard, you cry.
Yep.
Right. That release of energy and all is incredibly powerful. And, I remember we were having a conversation at one point, and, the self-deprecating humor in an empowering way, not like, we can be very mean to ourselves, and we can be very cruel. And sometimes we can just laugh at ourselves, and it's beautiful. And there's an empowering energy to it. Mm-hmm. Right. So really kind of just noticing where that's at. But, being able to bring some of that in can be incredible. I know, around here, like we joke a lot. We use a lot of, humor in what we're doing. I'll start doing like little happy dances and things like that. And, if somebody's a little grumpy, and it's like, there's a little bit of a poke fun, and not at the grumpiness, but just at myself about something. And then the grumpiness seems to ease in the other around me a little bit, because you can't help but be like, dude, you're ridiculous, right? There is those moments of being able to use that within ourselves to shift energy around us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's not really winter, but we often bring props here, guys.
Are we doing the do?
I was looking for my Groucho Marx ones, but I don't have those ones in here right now.
I think I'm gonna.
For those of you who are watching on playback,
Butterfly.
now is the time when you pause and you go find your fun glasses, so you can join us in this.
I guess I have to not see. Yeah. It looks much better without the others.
Hands up and
glasses.
comments. Please leave a comment if you've put on your funny glasses.
Well, and this is where, and I've done this with clients before on several occasions, so I'm just going to have a moment here. Let me do this.
I can't wear those ones because I have to be able to read the comments.
So it's this idea of our lens, right? And how we see things and the importance of how we see things. And so I might go into my day and think, man, everything today is looking a little weird. It's a little off. I'm not quite sure what's going on. And other days I might wake up and on, as what you say, on the wrong side of the bed. And in those moments, you might ask me something and I'm just angry and everything is a big fat no. And that's the life that I'm going to live today. Whereas other days, everything is coming up roses and I am the butterfly flying free that wants to stop and smell all of them and take in everything. And sometimes I'm recognizing that there's stuff happening and I don't quite know how to put my finger on it. But dang, there's a part of me that can see exactly what's going on if I'm willing to listen to it.
Yep.
And
That's
depending
because you're
on,
rolling your third eye at me and you don't want me to see it.
but depending on the lens that I choose to put on, determines the reality in which I'm living.
Yeah.
What's also important is we have the ability to change our perspective. We can't necessarily change it just with, taking off some glasses and putting new ones on. Sometimes what we have to do is we have to do this thing to where we take a cleaning cloth and we have to go, okay, I could do it. And we suddenly go, well, now I can see things much clearer now. If you wear glasses and you do use a cleaning cloth, I don't know about you, but sometimes it's like, well, why did I wait so long to do that? Yeah. Or, and that again is an important aspect of being engaged. Oftentimes when we are so engaged in life, we don't know that we've touched our finger, we've gotten our finger oil on the lenses or something along that line. But that's when we sort of stop and we look around and we go, I don't know what I need to do next. Take your glasses off and clean them and then put them back on. That's oftentimes enough time to allow the synergy to get back to this.
Yeah. In real world time, but metaphorically too, it's finding the pause. Yeah. If I take the time to take my glasses off and clean them, whether I'm doing that in the physical world or I'm doing that metaphorically, I am finding the pause. I am giving myself a moment. And in that moment, I am able to access choice.
That way we can respond instead of react.
Yes, we also have the ability to remember that pause. It may be only 15 seconds, but it feels like 3.5 hours.
It can.
And, I would challenge people if they go, oh, that's too long. Set a timer for 10 seconds and go, well, that wasn't that long, but it felt long.
Mm-hmm.
If we're shouting all of the time the information we want to share or the things that we know, and we're not pausing, we're missing that true opportunity for connection. Because if we're already at this level, we can have more impact with what we're saying if we bring it down to this level, saying the same thing. Because you all noticed that you're awesome when I talk like this. And you are. You know you are. Glad you're catching up with us, kids. But if I'm doing this, you're awesome! Thanks for catching up with us. You're awesome. Woo! Because the world has so much shouting in it. When we pause long enough and allow those softer things to enter into the space, we may not notice them initially. I'm thinking most people who are watching this are going to go, what's up with that? Don't know what that is. And sometimes that's enough.
Well, and I don't know if you guys, there are a couple of people that I know that they speak to just hear themselves speak. And that's that anxiety thing. And that sounds bad. That's not what I mean. They're speaking to get themselves heard because they don't feel heard. And they need to speak to feel heard. They're not necessarily, so in a conversation, they're not speaking to respond to you. They're like on to their next thought already.
Yes.
Right? And it's just who they are. There's no right or wrong to any of this, but that is just a notice those people that aren't taking that pause to listen, you know?
What's also very interesting about that, Tanys, is people who do that don't have awareness that that's what they're doing. They need a really good therapist or friends who care deeply about them, who can slow them down and go, I hear you. You don't have to, do you know that you're raising your voice? Take a breath. I get it.
Well, and that often happens when people haven't been heard. They haven't been listened to. They haven't had somebody hold that space for them. So we can look at that and go, oh, I don't like that energy. I don't want to be in that. And we can feel bad about it and all that kind of stuff. Or we can meet it with compassion and go, wow, like if that's what they feel like they need to do to be heard, just as you said, Gerald, being able to walk in and go, I hear you. Right. And then giving them the floor and the ability to share and to speak can often help to shift that energy in the moment, because now it doesn't feel like there's a pull or a need to do that. They know that you're going to hold that space.
Well, and that's, one of the biggest gifts that you can give is that holding that space for others. Because there are many people that don't feel heard right now. And I think if we can be that sounding board for people, that brings a lot of love to the relationships that we have around us.
Yeah. And to what you guys are all saying, right? When you don't feel heard, when you feel a lifetime of holding or hiding or, trying to force or just desperately wanting that, right? That inner child is going, I just want to be seen. I just want to be acknowledged.
Yes.
Right. And so, if we're really looking at this from the energy of right now, right, dominance is going to just talk over and not care and push aside and reject. Whereas that synergy energy is going to go, it's okay, there's space for this.
Yeah.
And let's shift the energy around that to where it's suddenly less dominance. It shifts to where we're going, I'm next to you listening, instead of you being on stage trying to reach me in the back of the room. I'm actually on stage with you. I think it's very important.
Yeah. And we all go through stages, I think, where we're fired up, right, about something, and there's something happening. And we do that, and we don't even realize we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's bringing awareness to where we're at. And why am I feeling that way? Why am I activated, right? Is it my nervous system? What's happening for me? How can I look at that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the more that we, and again, you know, this is the deeper kind of shadow work, because, you know, people talk about shadow work and they think it's this, like, I don't know, some people think it's like the scary thing, diving into my shadow and all of that. But ultimately it's, can I acknowledge the parts of me that feel uncomfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Can I acknowledge when something inside of me goes, "Ooh," right? And then I feel a certain way about myself.
Yeah.
Right? That's where the shadow work is. And the more that we do that, the more we recognize, as you guys are saying, it is a coping mechanism. It is something that, you know, we look at and go, I do just want to be seen and heard. And we think about, you know, okay, I'm going to over explain because I feel like I need to validate my opinion or belief, because I've been made at some point in my life to think that my opinion isn't valuable, or that what's important to me isn't important to anybody else. And so I get to this place of having to, you know, over explain why I'm doing something. And it's not necessarily because the other person even cares what you're doing. It's because there's something that was triggered in you that makes you go, oh, well, I'm doing this and I'm trying to justify it because of this. And I think that you need to know all of these things in order for you to approve of me to do this thing. It's like, right? Like, let's take that breath. Let's take that pause, clean those glasses, do whatever needs to be done so that in that moment we can go, oh, what just activated in me? What just happened there? Right?
Yeah.
And chances are there's a wounded part of us that is hiding away, as some of the comments said, or has stepped into a protective role and is then bolstering in order to try to have a need met. And ultimately, that's all it ever comes back to, is how do I have my needs met?
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like? And I mean, here we are in this collective tribal energy about meeting needs.
Yes.
and delivering resources. And what a beautiful opportunity, just by holding that space for somebody else within my capacity to do so.
Yes.
Right? To be able to balance some of that energy out.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote
We've got
something.
lovely process here.
Go ahead.
Lovely posts. We have lovely comments, you know, and I thank you all for sharing in the comments.
Gerald, you were going to say?
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know if Tanys was going to actually put up any of the comments.
I can.
But you don't have to. I was just
looking at all the beautiful comments, trying to decide what to do.
Okay, because I was like going, Tanys went away for a second. I'm like going,
I was reading.
Lovingly, yeah.
Yeah. Cody says, I'm a strange one. I struggle with high energy and ADHD, but I know I should pause physically more, but I can still be strongly connected. Yeah, definitely.
And what's great about that is when you notice it, even if it was 6 months ago or 6 years ago, you noticed that's the moment that it happened, celebrate that, because that's a powerful tool for you to be able to continue to be engaging and make different choices moving forward.
Exactly. He also said awareness is the greatest superpower.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like that a lot.
Kara, yes. I feel that. I just want to be seen and heard.
Mm-hmm.
And as people, when you want to be seen and heard, what that does is that allows people to feel an authentic connection, which is part of what we're talking about here. We want that authentic connection.
Definitely.
And let me tell you, if you've not used to that authentic connection, it feels strange AF.
Yes.
What is this? I don't understand it. And
Yes.
yeah, and I encourage people to be kind to themselves as they are having these experiences.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And Cody says, thank you all for holding this space. It's our pleasure. Thank you all for joining us. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So, well, we might be, but we might be lonely.
We just keep on chatting.
We started it for that reason. We were having great chats behind stage and decided maybe we should put it on.
Mm-hmm.
But it's true. And, I think that we don't give ourselves enough grace when it comes to making change.
Mm-hmm.
Because we might be going through something and we decide, okay, I do want to shift this experience. I want to experience something different. But we're so familiar with the things being the way they are that once it shifts, somebody holds that space for us. They acknowledge it. They show us love, care, compassion, all of those things. And then there might be a moment within us where there's a dissonance. It's like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
This thing that I wanted that feels good is actually really hard for me to sit in and hold right now because it's so unfamiliar that it becomes scary. And as much as I don't like what's familiar, it's familiar. And it's easier for me to sit in that because of that familiarity.
Yes.
Yeah. Like Kaylee said, I had that happen to me. Unconditional love in my direction caused a flight response. I'm much better now with all the support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful.
As you were talking, Jennifer, it is uncomfortable to sit in that space. It is important, and I learned this in my postgraduate work, as a person who may be facilitating the space for that to occur, we need to be willing to shift that attention so the person does not go way over their boundaries. Yeah. Boundaries can be very far out. They can be very close. I've said this before. I oftentimes recognize my boundary in the rearview mirror because they have been so surpassed. I'm just like, I can't do this. And pay attention to that. If you're giving somebody authentic feedback, test the water and see how someone might be able to respond. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who've watched my shows, and I've done this to both of you, I think, I'm going to keep praising your general direction. Are you ready? Are you really ready? And and part of that is the humor, but it's also you can tell me to stop, mm-hmm. or you can say no, and I'm going to go, great, let me know when you are, and thank you very much for being honest with me, mm-hmm. because that's the type of relationship we need. When someone tells us what they need, do your best to deliver what you can with that, including, I don't want to talk about this right now. A great response, depending upon the situation, can mm-hmm. be, okay, when you are, please let me know.
Yeah.
And I'm here when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm here when you're ready. Or, and I've used this, the idea of in a relationship when you're working through things, code words are great.
Yes, they are.
When I was surprised, I know this is going to be a shock to some of you. Make sure you're sitting down, keep your head and arms inside the ride at all times. I used to be one of those people who would talk a mm-hmm. whole lot and would fill space all the time. And I wasn't aware of the speed at which I was talking, the volume. And I told people, I'm really working on this. And if I start doing this, say this word or say this phrase, and suddenly I have it in my brain. oh, okay, I have asked for this. It is now my responsibility to pause.
Yeah. I'm not used to genuine caring because it feels fake to me. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Jen was saying about, you know, what you're used to is more comfortable than what you're not.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and if we haven't received it, if we haven't received praise, if we haven't received love, if we haven't received whatever, and then we receive it, and if a part of us goes, that's not true, then it feels fake as well.
Yeah.
Right?
It's also one of those things we have to make sure as someone, when we are acknowledging someone and appreciating what they've done for us, I always like to say what the impact of that was.
Yes.
It makes it genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying, hey, thanks for that, that's fine. But a deeper level is, you know, and Jennifer, may I use you as an example?
Sure.
Okay. Jennifer and I did a laugh and learn about what relaxation is not. And I sent Jennifer stuff. Then she sent this back. And what's great about this, Jennifer, is it gave a structure, what we were talking about, a depth that was not there before. And it gave the structure and the ability for things to be, I think, deeper reaching.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that. It was like, damn, girl, you got it. Like, woo.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did have
Yeah.
Cheryl join us, so welcome, Cheryl.
Hi,
Hi,
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Thanks for joining us.
Here we are.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Something
Yeah.
that I wrote down. Oh, wait a minute.
The armor we build in one relationship has to be set down in the next to truly enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I talk about often in therapy, and I want to come back, Gerald, to what you were saying, you wrote something down, but before we move on really quick, is we talk about how, you know, we almost never have new experiences because of the filters that we have, because of the, you know, the previous experience. Then if there's a traumatic experience or something like that, something that causes us to put on armor, then what ends up happening is we do carry that. And then we start to see all of the new experiences through those same lenses, through those same filters. And then we're not able to actually have a new experience because we're filtering it so much through all of the previous stuff, which also speaks to Kara, when you were talking about, you know, when somebody, you know, says something, you know, caring or does something caring, right? It's being filtered through previous experiences. And that's why we get to a place in our own experience where we don't accept things, or we're not able to have, you know, something new or different. And, you know, I agree, Cody, like that idea of relationships is a perfect example, because we get so caught up in, you know, well, in this past relationship, this person did this. And so now when you do that, I'm actually seeing you through the lens of how I saw the other person. And now I'm no longer actually seeing you. I'm seeing what my perception of you is through the lens of somebody else.
Yes.
Kara says, every time I drop my walls in trust, I end up having to build them higher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for that.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
Sorry for that.
It reminds me of some of the stuff that Brene Brown has said. Loving, well, and Norman Shub, one of my mentors, love means giving your heart to someone freely and willingly, but you don't know what they're going to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't do with it what you want, you have to be willing to do it again. That's what being human is about. These experiences. It doesn't make it any easier. But there's that resilience and that willingness, because boy, when somebody's willing to put things out there, they're casting a wider net to be able to have incredible experiences.
Mm-hmm.
It's really powerful. Really powerful.
Yeah.
But
it's hard.
Yeah.
Oh, it is hard. It is hard. And it also can lead us to some beautiful experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes those experiences can be painful and beautiful at the same time.
Absolutely.
And goodness sakes, keep yourself safe at all times.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But there is, as you said, in that vulnerability, there is an opportunity. And the more that we learn to trust ourselves, and the more that we have faith in our own resilience and our own intuition, the more we become attuned to how we navigate it. And if somebody is showing that piece of, oh, this isn't going so well, I have an opportunity. I can voice it and have it work out. I can voice it and have it go sideways. I can not voice it and walk away and have that be the best thing I ever did, or have myself walk away and ruminate on what could have been, right? Like, we always have these moments of choice. It's just important to, again, I'm going to go back, Gerald, to your take them off, clean it out, take that pause moment, so that whatever I choose, it can be a conscious choice. It can be an intentional choice.
Mm-hmm.
And inner work builds an unbreakable foundation. Once you have that from shadow work, etc., you see you don't need to build as many walls, because we know we can handle it. Yeah, that's that resilience piece.
Mm-hmm.
We become resilient.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something I wrote down when you were talking about the transit, gate 45, gate 45, gather together, and you had talked about the word energy or synergy.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down the synergy of who we are with the synergy of who we were and the synergy of who we will be.
Mm.
How's that for some magic, kids?
I love that. That definitely deserved the fan.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, and it is one of those things, depending upon your belief system.
Mm-hmm.
Time exists, at all at the same time. It also gives us the energy of being in the present, honoring the past, and hopeful for the future.
Mm-hmm.
And still being in the moment. There is this beautiful balance that the past is there to help support us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I love that.
Yeah. It's energy to the power of 3. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, can you believe it's been an hour?
No,
I can't.
Flying today.
Absolutely. It did fly today. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jen, you have I see with cards, you've got our home play coming out, which is awesome.
I do. All right. So, in light of allowing ourselves to move through the energies, I got Let Your Waters Flow.
Mm.
Okay. Beautiful.
It's time to cry, dear one. All the grief and sorrow you have stored up wants to return to your sacred mother. You're not meant to hold on to things that cause you pain. They are meant to flow through you like water. As a baby, you had no blocks in your emotional body. You experienced an emotion and expressed it. It is time to return to that way of being. Let your mind cease its worry. Cry a deep releasing cry. The salty waters will heal you, and Mother Earth will soothe you. Your tears are meant to return home to the ocean of life, for they are made of the same matter. You came here knowing that you would forget your sacred lineage during your earth walk. Bathe in the sacred feminine waters to remember who you are. Your grief is honored and your tears are sacred. Let them flow. Great wisdom will be found on the other side of their release.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
So connected to with the energy, because the more we release our hold, right, that holding on,
Yeah.
that's that dominance energy. I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to hold on to my grief. I'm going to hold on to my pain. I'm going to hold on to my narrative. I'm going to hold on to my belief of, right?
Yeah.
The more that is able to be released, the more we can step into the energy that we're talking about, that synergistic energy where we're able to recognize all of who we are.
Synergy does not mean that everybody gets along. It means you're willing to work together for the shared desired outcome.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kira.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, we're happy to be here. Yeah.
Aw, I'm sending so much love.
Yeah.
Truly, truly.
Yeah. Lots of love and light to you.
Mm-hmm.
And Nalani, thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thanks.
you.
You.
Paula says the hour went fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's called being an adult and dealing with it.
And part of being an adult is knowing when to be childlike and
Yes.
have a bit of fun. I'm a big fan of farting at unacceptable times just to make people laugh. I think
It's a release, you know.
it is a release. It's a release.
Yes.
I mean, try it sometimes, and just shout, blame it on TarotStache. I accept that.
Well, and as we talked about before, right?
Yeah.
I think we were, on the show, and I was talking about, gases being part of releasing and clearing.
Yeah.
Often we get very gaseous when we're clearing energy. And so now whenever there's anybody, and I say now, but like for a long time in my experience, whenever somebody, burps or farts, they might say, excuse me, but I'm like, thank you for clearing for me. Thank you. Thanks for taking some of the energy.
I just say I'm helping.
I have a friend I've been doing bandage change for him for over a year, and sometimes while I'm doing the bandage change, he's belching, and I started to laugh, and I said, "Are you releasing the devil within you or the evil within you?" Not the devil, the evil. And he's like, I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. I'm like going, thank you. Because I think, you can't have that in there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Better out than in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah wants to know when the next fart show is.
The next fart show is Friday, June 26th. That's a show I'm doing with Linda De Gonzalez and Diane G from Cuomo Observer. So it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a doozy.
I'm sure.
And what else have you got going on?
I have
It'll
a back.
be a gas. Yeah.
It'll
Yes,
be a
it will.
gas. My. Actually, it will be. I have I have a back and forth with Jamie and Gerald tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. I have a rock, paper, scissors reading on Friday. Subscribe to the channel. Check the posts.
Yes.
Because I do try to make sure that I'm posting when what I've got going on.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And don't forget to check out his store, TarotStache
Oh yes, and you can get your own. You can get high energy. It's caffeinated and unfiltered, and you can get your own sticker where you can make anything better with a mustache on it. Come on. And for those of you who want a bluebird with a mustache on it, you can do that too.
There we go.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
And Jen, what are you up to this week?
Well, I am actually on with Kaylee, Fogo Pogo, tonight at 8 Eastern, and we are going to be talking about my deck, my new card deck.
Beautiful.
What card deck is that?
I think we should see it.
Okay, I will grab it for you.
Very
I'm
good.
just like going, you don't have one with you?
Well, I do, except that I brought it with me to the office, and so I had it in my, it's still open. I had it in my bag. But here it is. It's the Archetypes of Becoming, and it is, it says a psychological flexibility deck, and so it's based in acceptance and commitment therapy, which is one of the foundational modalities that I use. And so the deck, and I'm going to dive into it with Kaylee, but basically the idea behind it is that it helps us to do exactly what we talked about today. It works with being able to recognize our patterns, to be able to gain some space, to shift our thinking. And it's really neat too. I've used it a few times as clarifiers for tarot and oracle decks. So you do a reading and, you might go, oh, I just need a little bit more information about this. And I don't know what's happening
What
right
are we hearing over there?
Anyway, I'll show you guys tonight.
And that's over on Woo Woo Wonderment, and it's
Yes.
also on My Holistic Self. Are you simulcasting it, or is
I
it
don't think
just
I did
on one Woo Woo
simulcast
Wonderment?
with Kaylee. So it'll just be on Woo Woo Wonderment, but I'll share it.
You can share it.
I'll share it after the fact.
Yeah. Awesome.
I was moving my microphone. That's what you're hearing.
Oh.
I was just like going, I think I might be done to, doing my voice, my radio voice. Hello, everyone. This is TarotStache. Let me shuffle some cards for you.
Love it.
Beautiful.
What about you, Tanys? What do you have coming up?
I am speaking at a summit on the weekend, Women's Wealth and Wellness Summit. It is at the Orange Barn, Orange Barn Events in Navin. So, if you're interested and local, come and join us. It's going to be amazing. We've got 9 speakers. We're all speaking, and there's a workbook and everything for everyone to take home. So lots of networking and stuff too. So come and join us there. And I think that's it for me, but we do have some awesome classes starting tomorrow night. Tap and Flow Yoga. It's online with Brenda Perez. She's one of our new teachers. And she's going to be combining tapping with yoga for clearing and release. And I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful class. So that's at 8 p.m. tomorrow. And 8 p.m. on Thursday. She's going to be doing them regularly. So stay tuned, and you can sign up at Twillow Lifestyle for that one. And we've got lots of other stuff coming up soon too. There's yoga classes. Jacqueline has her Red Iron Yoga on Sunday mornings at 9:45. And there's lots coming.
You mean her?
Yes, her.
Oh yeah, yes. There we go.
And we're gearing up to a big thing in the fall. Mm-hmm. So stay tuned for
big thing in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Tease.
Yeah, you're not going to get information.
Well, Jen and I are working on a little project for the fall, and I have
a whole bunch of. I could probably tell you what it is, but I'm not going to. because
I was ready to hear it, man.
Me too.
Because we want. Well, I know one of the things that Jen is doing. She's writing another book. I put that order in today for baby. But anyhow, I'm teasing. I'm not going to share anything. I'm not peeking in on that. That's not the kind of reader I am. Or certainly not publicly.
Yeah. So we have a big program starting in September, and then we also have. There you go, Kiara. She's asking what the shirt says.
Mm-hmm.
We have 11 teachers now working with the school, and so they're each busy planning and getting their classes ready. We have yoga teacher training starting in September, as well as all sorts
number,
of
11. It's a power number.
Mm-hmm. It is. So stay tuned for all of that. Final thoughts, Gerald?
Be awesome. Because, I mean, you have no other choice. I mean, because you already are, you might as well let people see it, please.
There you go.
Stop arguing with us. Because I will be back next month and reminding you to please be awesome. Because, oh, by the way, I am relentless. I will remind you are awesome regularly.
And we love this about you.
You are awesome. And you are awesome. And I'll say it again for the people in the back. You are awesome.
We love you for that, Gerald.
Well, thank you. I'm going to make a short of that.
Yeah.
Very good.
You definitely need to.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Jen?
I mean, all that awesomeness. What more is there?
Exactly.
Yeah. Be kind, be gracious, be loving, be compassionate with yourself. Allow yourself to receive that you are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what else to say with all of that. I think that is sufficient. I agree that you are all awesome, and we thank you all for coming and joining us today. And we're looking forward to seeing you and all these other events and stuff that's happening for all of us. Mm-hmm. And we wish you all a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day.
Yes, thank you.
Have an awesome